We are ditching the diet in our kitchen with our chocolate shortbread millionaire cake. Did I say it right?
Chocolate millionaire shortbread cake, but it's fine. It tastes the same.
It tastes the same, but it looks amazing already. Okay, how do we get started, Miss Caitlin?
So this is one of my favorite chocolate cake recipes, the actual chocolate cake. It's
Yeah.
really moist. It's so easy to make, and it's one of my basic recipes that I always go to. So I'm sharing it today.
Well,
you should be grateful.
Most of your recipes are really easy to make. You're really kind to us in the kitchen, I must say. So this is our cake over here.
And it's inspired by millionaire shortbread, which is shortbread, caramel, and chocolate.
Oh,
Can
lekker.
it get more decadent than
Dis
that?
decadent. Ek wil ook een hê. Okay, good. How do we start?
So we're going to make the chocolate cake first. So I've got some water in here. It's half a litre. It's quite a lot. It's absurd amount of water for a cake.
Right.
But that's what makes it so moist. So we've got the water, and we're going to add our oil into it.
Okay, you add the oil to the water, while it's because it's boiling now,
yes,
right?
it's just gently simmering. And then we've got some brown sugar, and that's going to add also
That is a lot of sugar.
Just close your eyes and add it.
We are ditching the
Ditching
diet.
the diet,
so,
yes.
Yeah.
And they say that most people's New Year's resolutions only last 10 days.
You know, you shouldn't include food in a resolution.
No, never.
Do like charity, or I don't know, take your mom out.
And if there's one way to ditch the diet, it's this cake.
Yes, well, we're ditching the diet for sure. So you stir it until it dissolves.
So you're just going to stir it, and this is already nice and warm. You don't want to boil it. And then we're going to pour it over our chocolate.
Oh, look at that.
And that's now going to melt nicely.
Okay.
And we're just going to stir that. And then into this goes our cocoa.
Tell me if I need to do anything. I feel like I should.
No, not yet. I'm going to
stuff.
get you involved in the shortbread, don't worry.
I knew she's going to make me stir.
So we've got cocoa, lots of cocoa, so it's nice and bitter. And then we've got our cake flour. It's also going to go in.
It's very little cake flour for all the other stuff that we're putting in here.
Well, you've got the bicarb and the baking powder that's going to help with the structure.
Right.
But it's a very, very light cake, and it's quite moist. So we've got baking
it looks
powder.
amazing. I love the fact that it's so dark, you know? Like a lot of chocolate cakes are brown. This is like a black cake almost.
And despite the amount of sugar that we added, it's actually not that sweet. So you can kind of go a little bit crazy with the toppings, which is what we're going to do.
Okay.
And then I'm just going to add our eggs as well.
So whole eggs.
Yeah, just
I love
whole
it when
eggs.
I don't have to separate. Okay.
And that's your cake done. But now the secret to this cake is to let it stand for an hour. So leave the batter.
Why do we leave it standing?
So all that water we added, that absurd amount of water, it's going to go into the flour. So the flour's going to suck that all up, and that's what's going to give it nice and moist texture.
Nice.
So then you're going to just put this aside and then pour it into a lined greased
You
cake
put it
tin.
into two of them because you wanna.
2 layers. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So you can put in a sheet pan as well. Makes it perfect for church bazaars or kids' birthday parties or even cupcakes. Works very, very well.
When you make the big pancake. Oh, we've had so many of those.
Sheet cakes, yes, lovely.
Okay.
So now we're going to go on to the shortbread.
All right.
So this is just some softened butter. You want to work out a bit?
Sure. So what do? I just stir
Yeah, you're just going to
and...
stir it, and we've got some caster sugar in there, and you're just going to cream it a bit.
Okay.
And it does have a lot of butter again, but we are ditching the diet.
Yeah, we're ditching the diet today. Our keyword, by the way, is cake. Cake to 33728. You want to recreate this cake to ditch the diet this weekend, and you can make it at home. It's a beautiful cake. It's dark in color, and I'm sure it tastes good too. We'll know shortly.
So this is also a great shortbread recipe for biscuits. You can use it for anything.
So which part is this? This is the bottom part that we're making.
This is the bottom part. And if you wanted to add more decadence, you could add another shortbread layer in there as well.
If you can't see it, there's an actual white layer at the bottom of the cake. So Caitlin's basically making 3 layers of this cake. The one is chocolate, the top one is chocolate as well, and the bottom is a shortbread white cake.
So I've added cake flour and corn flour now. The corn flour is what makes the shortbread really nice and crunchy and
My arm's
crisp.
hurting.
Are you dying? It's okay, I need a bit of a workout. I was on
This
holiday.
one, that's done already. Ek sien jou nou kom aflos weer.
So you're just going to mix this until it comes together nicely. You've done a good job.
Did
I'm
I?
basically finishing off what you've done, yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to make
Should
it
I take
all
a-
in a little ball together, and you're going to roll it out and then trace in the same shape as your cake so it fits beautifully.
So if you bake it, no matter what size it is, you basically just want it to fit under the
Yeah, you want it to
chocolate
look
brick.
pretty, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
No,
now
we
we're
don't
gonna
want
get to
seams
the-
sticking out.
Now we're going to get to the fun part.
Okay, cool. I'm going to put this over here. All right.
So we've got some chocolate spread. Oh, let me backtrack. Shortbread, chocolate spread, cake, chocolate spread, cake,
And
chocolate
your chocolate spread is melted chocolates.
chocolate hazelnut spread or chocolate ganache.
Okay, you can use
Whatever takes your fancy. If you wanted to use icing, you could as well.
I like the chocolate
But
spread
the chocolate
idea.
spread tastes so nice, and you can buy it in a jar. It's just easier.
Nah.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
No, I hear you. Atlego's laughing on the other side, hey.
And then, of course, the millionaire part, which is the caramel.
That is so decadent. Oh, Caitlin, that's amazing.
I have no shame, really.
No, I can tell. Wow. We're ditching the diet. We're making a beautiful chocolate shortbread millionaire cake. Oh,
and we've been working hard. I mean, 2 weeks back at work, it's been tough. You need to spoil yourself.
Yeah, and we've been working hard making Christmas lunches, so now it's time to eat, right?
Yeah, it's always time to eat.
I think we've all just been on holiday. That's what makes it even more fun.
So I've just got these pretty little shortbreads that I bought also, just popping them on the top. And
I love how the caramel eventually runs over. It looks like those pictures in magazines with all the cupcakes that pancakes that are stacked when they put maple syrup on.
Yeah, and I mean we bought 3 of the components, so it wasn't actually that much effort.
Our keyword is cake. Cake to 33728. You recreate this beautiful recipe at home. We're ditching the diet today in our Feel Good Espresso kitchen. Well, while we're putting some shortbreads on there, I have to taste some, but first we have to look at how we got to this point.
Boil water, oil and sugar, then pour onto chocolate and stir until melted. Add whisked eggs, then fold in dry ingredients. Let mix stand for 1 hour, then pour into tins and bake at 160 degrees Celsius. Cream butter and sugar, then mix in flours. Roll dough out into a disc, then bake until golden. Spread shortbread with caramel, then top with cake, then the chocolate spread, top with remaining sponge.
Our keyword is cake. Cake to 33728. I love cake.
You should always leave some of the spread in the bowl
so that we can.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. This is so amazing. Wow, this is so good.
Mind blown.
Wow. Ditch the diet. It's time for a break.